Morning, people. Here we go, Fishing Planet. We're going to do some fishing. We ain't not going to try to catch the corona today. We staying inside doing some ultimate simulated fishing as I take a sip of 1850s Folgers from my Nashville Predators coffee cup. Sad we ain't going to see them finish out the season this year, but it's okay. It's okay. They haven't come out to say it, but it's looking grim. So, anywho, we were fishing at custom competitions. You asked for it, and we did it. Okay. All right. So I was fishing here at the Texas Lake. I need to look at my missions here. Lone Star Exploration. To become a true Lone Star Explorer, start the catch. So I need to catch a green sunfish. That's all I need to do. All right. Well, let's go fishing. Haven't even bought a boat yet. Haven't got a kayak or anything, and not even that level yet. I can't even attach a fake lure to my rod yet. That's how child babyish I am at this point in time. Uh, so yeah. All right. So a lot of people here this morning. You know what? I'm gonna throw it right there. I feel there's something there. Feel there is something there. While we wait on this nibble, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Here we go. We're getting a little hit here. Little hit. Nope, miss him. Uh, appreciate you guys tuning in. This is truly unprecedented times, man, and I hope everybody's staying safe. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, just chilling around the house, working in the garden at home, just trying to stay sane, really. And of course, I'm hooked on a damn. I was hooked on a lily pad there. We'll discard that. But yeah, just trying to stay sane, stay safe and sane, man. Uh, and just really trying to do my part to limit or to reduce the coronavirus outbreak. And so we're doing some virtual fishing, and just trying to. I just started this yesterday. It says I'm still on day one of one. I don't see how, but it is what it is. Um, I got tired of playing the Call of Duty shoot 'em up games because they were just getting on my nerves. And so here we are, relaxing a little bit. Let me roll this joker in just a hair. I was getting a nibble. I bet that guy over there caught my dang fish. Old Toxic is a red ear too. I'm needing the oh, well, look at there. Rod selector, anchor. Oh, getting a hit. Come on. There we go. What do we got? Blacktail shiner. What do I need to get? I need to get a green sunfish. How am I going to catch a green sunfish? Is that where the green sunfish lives? Right in there? Let's see. So yeah, just chilling out, drinking my morning coffee before. Whoa now. Trying to take my bait like that now. You can't do that. Is that a green ear? Nope, that's a white crappie. Or a green, is it a green ear? Oh man. But yeah, just drinking my coffee and trying to wake up. Got some gardening things I got to get done today. Went and bought some marigold seeds. Put around my garden. That's supposed to keep out your rabbits and stuff like that. Your pests, so to speak. We built the wife and I built a wattle fence. If you don't know what that is, Google it. It'd be easier for you to Google it than for me to explain it. Um, Basically using the stuff that we have around the house instead of going to Lowe's or Home Depot and buying a crap ton of supplies. Here we go. Here's a good hit. Here we go. Reel that joker in. Green sunfish. Nope. Shiner. Oh, why did I take a picture? I don't care about that. um, so yeah, we've got our fence up, and so now I just need to do some bordering with some marigolds. And oh, man, that coffee is so good this morning. It's the first time I've had coffee in a while, actually. So there's a bite, a little nibble, a little nibble. There we go. What are we catching? Is this just all shiners? Is this all this is? All right, let's go and buy some worms. Buy some more stuff here. All right, so why can't I? Where did they go? Oh no, I can't carry it. Okay, so I need to get rid of. Okay, I think there's gonna be a green sunfish right there. Right there. Yep, there he is. Right. Oh. Pulled it a little too soon. Something massive just jumped over that way. We'll throw it back over there. It's a good cast. Good cast. Now we just. Oh, I'm hung. There we go. Still hung on it. Still. Are you serious? There we go. Now, ain't that a bitch? You know, seriously, dude. I'm over here fishing and you're over there junking up my damn fish area with your shit. Well, I had a hit over there. Had a hit. Okay. Hey, dude, if you want to fish, if you're slinging over there, why are you slinging 500 feet of line out? Why don't you just go over there and fish? Pretty simple. There we go. That's the place right there. That's where I'm going to catch a shiner, probably. Oop, 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 oop. Oh, too freaking soon. Dadgummit, man. You got a red ear sunfish. Wow. They just are not liking these crickets, man. Go find a new spot. When they ain't biting, you find a new spot. Like right here. Right here. There we go. That was a good little hit right there, too. Did I get it? Hell yeah! Hell yeah. Glowing pear-shaped float. Alright, so cool. Go over to my missions now. Lone Star Exploration. 2. Catch a spotted bass. We're going to try this. And now for my bait. I'm going to use some cheese. And to ensure that I'm on the bottom where the catfish might be, we're going to sling it out that way. Not really digging this bait. Not really digging this bait right now. It's a slow go. Man, I can't wait till I can start fishing with some artificial lures, some plastics, top water. Top water would be tremendous right now. Change that junk back up. Go back to the grasshopper crickets here, and I'm gonna throw it right there. Perfect cast. Perfect freaking cast. Now we just gotta wait. Just gotta wait for these jokers to bite. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Here it is. Here it is. Take it. Take it. There we go. What we got there? A little white crappie. Okay. Not what I'm looking for, but it's a start. See if I can throw it in that little pocket right there. There we go. Killer cast. Killer cast. Now we just wait. Get a cup of coffee. A sip of coffee anyways. And here we go. Got a little nibble there, I felt like. There it is. There he goes. Oh, I missed him. Oh, I missed him. Can't believe that one. There we go. This might have been a catfish. The way, if everything holds true to real life, like catfish, if they're on the bottom, man, sometimes they nibble slow. Brim, bluegill, I classify them all in one. And you know, you got your red-eared sunfish, your sunfish, your bluegill, your stump knockers. Anybody ever heard stump knockers? Um, but I classify all those as brim. They're kind of ferocious depending on the temperature. So it's 78 degrees water temp. So right now would be perfect time to be using a top water bait. There we go. There's a little nibble. He's playing with me now. There's another little nibble. Another one. Got his butt in. Oh, shoot. This is a big one. This is going to be a big one. Oh, snap. Please don't. Please. Dude, he fought like a dang ferocious beast. Look at that, son. Hell yeah. Too bad it wasn't what we needed, though. Throw back over in there. Oh, she's hung. Still hung. The bait was eaten or lost because I got that dang hornwort. Hornwort. All right, last little cricket before I think I can switch over back to worms. And y'all, I call them crickets. I've only fished with grasshoppers one time in my life, and I'll never forget it. Me and my dad, we'd go fishing just about every other weekend, if not every weekend, and um, we'd go to this place. I used to live in Florida. We'd go to this place called Hurricane Lake, and a lot of people would always just go fishing in the actual lake itself, and there was many places that you could pull up. It was circled with dirt roads and whatnot. Very nice place. I mean, I definitely took it for granted whenever I was living there. Now that I don't, I definitely miss it. But anyways, lots of places to pull off. A lot of people would normally go fish like on the dam itself because it was normally manicured, mowed. The park, whoever, Florida, whoever, I don't know the agency. They would always keep it mowed. And a lot of people, we even went out there a couple of times and just did not have any luck at all. And so on the other side of the dam was the spillway. And it was probably the spillway itself. There's a little nibble there. The spillway itself, you could walk out on it. It was probably about 20 foot. The pipe itself was a concrete pipe. It was probably about 20 foot long, and you could walk out on it. Your fishing area, it was probably 100 yards long, 20 yards wide, 25 yards wide, and it just pushed the water out, the overflow water out into the woods, into a creek. And I told my dad, I was young. We've got pictures of, he's got pictures of it when we went fishing and did this, but we always went. Oh, there's a good one. Oh, I missed him. We'd always go fishing. I mean, pretty much anything that bit our line, mainly brim. That's all we pretty much fished for. He had one vacation. It was a three day vacation that we fished 3 days nonstop, or maybe it's a whole week. But anyway, so we went down to the spillway, threw in there. I told my dad, I'm like, Dad, let's go down here, let's check it out. I was young kid, and went down there and started catching just brim. I mean, monster size brim, monster. Hand fill up the frying pan size. And at that time, I'm not sure if it's changed, but at that time, the regulations were you could only keep, what was it? Was it 50? 50 bluegill? Um, that was the max you could have. That was your limit for the day, was 50. Those 3 days, I remember. There's a nibble there. Oh man, I'm just letting him tear that line up. Those 3 days, we ended up catching our limit every day of those 3 days. It got so bad, and I say bad, it got to the point to where we were just using crickets. We weren't using worms that day. I remember that specifically, but we had our cricket cage and we were out there, and literally within 2 hours of like the first day, or maybe, yeah, I think it was the first day. Um, we had 100 crickets. We went through 100 crickets in like the first 2 hours. They hadn't yet cut the grass on that dam behind us. Uh, and so if you walk through the grass, it was that tall grass that's got like the little black, almost looking, well, I don't know what you call it. It's got like the little black seeds that you walk through, and as you're walking through it, the little seeds pop off and do their thing. Um, there he is. There he is. Um, as you're walking through it, as you're walking through it, the I gotta figure this out here. As you're walking through it, these grasshoppers just fly everywhere. Okay, and so let me figure out why I'm. Give me a second here. Let me figure this out, and I'll get back to my story real quick. Why is that saying home? Still trying to figure this damn thing out. You have purchased. Okay. Well, what about the ones that I bought before? Okay. So, anyways, so we're going back to the grasshopper. How I always refer to them as crickets, because that's what we always fished with was crickets. We never fished with grasshoppers except for this one day. We ran out of bait. We ran out of crickets, and I didn't want to leave because the fish were biting so good, and we'd take the cricket cage and just walk through this field and catch grasshoppers. Uh, or not field, but the dam. It felt like a field because it was just grass all over. But we walked through it and we'd catch 10 at a time, put them in the cricket cage, and go fishing with them. Had the same success as we did. It just was very time consuming. It was very very fun. I'll never forget it. Me and my dad trying to catch crickets, or excuse me, grasshoppers. Um, just to fish because the fish were biting so well. And this was down in Florida, um, at Hurricane Lake there, North Florida. North, it's I forget what county it's in. It's either in I don't think it's Santa Rosa. Might be Okaloosa. I don't think it's Walton. But anywho, but yeah, there we go. There's a nibble there, nibble there. Nope. See if he'll bite it again. He's probably running away with my bait right now, just laughing at everybody. Look what I got. Look what I got. There's another bite there. Oh, he buried it. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know about that one. One thing I've noticed already is for some reason this morning, it didn't do this to me last night whenever I was playing. The controller didn't vibrate whenever I started getting nibbles. It's vibrating now, which is great because it tells me when I'm getting a hit without having to look at that little sinker at the top right, or the bobber, I mean. So we're trying to get this Lone Star exploration done. Spotted bass, grass pickerel, smallmouth, buffalo, and channel cat. You know, being that it's warm, 78 degrees water temp. You know, and it's kind of sunny. Is there anywhere that I can cast? This is just kamikaze casting here. Yep. There's no way a fish is gonna bite that right in there. I tried to get it down to that log sticking out. Or no, that's the coast, the shore there. I thought that was a log sticking out right there. We'll reel this in. Oh, thank God. All right. Come on. No. We'll let it sit here for a minute and then try and find a new spot where they're biting. Because it ain't no fun if they're not biting. You guys don't want to sit here and watch me just jib jabber. You want to see the fish. I think there's a good little spot. Oh. Wonder if it'll let me throw back up in there. Totally too shallow. Too shallow. We'll go down to 20 inches there. Still too shallow. We'll go down to 15. Still too shallow, for real. I highly doubt there's anything in here. We're going to go 5 inches right there. We're getting there. Yeah, that's just a really shallow little creek there. Okay. Same here. Oh, this one's a little deeper. A little deeper. All right. Wish you could pound out your own spots here. Like right here. Oh, I can fish right there. Oh, snap. Oh. There we go. Now. Too bad I'm fishing way too shallow. This needs to be on the bottom. Yeah, fishing way too shallow. Whoa. going to go back to 30. See what happens here. If I was a fish, I'd be here. Oh, it's hung. Still hung. What did I catch there? Water lily. All right. We're going to throw it out there. Oh, no, we're not either. We're not. Get out of there. Get out of there. We'll go 35 there. Get over there. Yes. Now we just wait for the bite. Hope we can get him in through all these lily pads. There has got to be a fish there. Come on. Nothing, huh? Well, I think we can throw it in that little pocket right there. We got it in there, but it's hung. There it goes. There we go. Dude, there we go. Monster bass right here. Come on. Oh my God. Dadgummit. There's going to be a good fish right in there. I feel it. Go down. There we go. All right, boys. I know he's in there. Monster fish live right there on the edge. He apparently got his little nibble, and that was all he wanted. But yeah, so going back to me and my dad fishing, um, we rarely growing up, like we rarely ever used reeling rods. Later on we did, just for the simple fact it was a little bit easier or whatever. But oh, this is a good little spot right here. Um, we always use what we call brim busters. It's basically a graphite. I think it's graphite. If it's not, don't hold me to it. Like a cane pole, telescoping cane pole. We always use those. He had a bigger one like than I did, as far as his was like a crappie buster, and mine was just the regular brim buster. Um, Growing up in Florida, they always had this show called Fishing with Red Holland. He had a morning show there in Panama City. Morning show. Wake up. I forget the name of it. Is it Wake Up with Red or something like that? But anywho, he had a fishing show every Saturday at like 6 or 6:30. It would come on, and he had a camera guy named Ron. He always called him Ron. He, never tried to act like he was higher and mighty, but he always used pretty much 90% of the time. He always used a brim buster, and he actually made some, had some manufactured under his name, Red Holland Brim Buster, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, good Lord, there's a fish and a half. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, don't go in them lily pads. Get your butt out here. There we go. Red-eared sunfish. So, but yeah, that's growing up. That's who I always watched. Of course, we watched Jimmy Houston, Roland Martin, Hank Parker. Out of the big ones, the big guys, I like Bill Dance. He was okay, but I really like Hank Parker. He just seemed like he was the more down to earth kind of guy. Uh, Jimmy, the one guy, Jimmy. I can't remember his name now. But he did a lot of fishing down in the Everglades, down at Lake Okeechobee. There's a little nibble there. Uh, but yeah, Red Holland, man, he was the legit way of doing it. He was the poor country guy way of doing it. He wasn't poor. He There we go. Uh, not to my knowledge, anyways. He wasn't poor. But anyways, he would go out and show you how to catch fish on a Saturday afternoon and bring home and cook them and eat them. That's what I call, sport fishing. True sport fishing. You go out, you show people how you do it, bring it in, and bam, there you go. Um, but yeah, there's another hit there. Oh, missed him. Ooh. But that's where that's who I grew up watching fishing. I don't know if anybody else had a local. Oh, you jerk. Um, yeah, I don't know if anybody else had a local fishing icon, if you want to call it that. But that was mine, Red Holland. I'm not sure if he's still alive or not, but he was great entertainment for a young kid growing up in the '90s who enjoyed the outdoors. Um, it was great. He always used pretty much crickets, crickets or worms. He had always used cork. I mean, he was not. Whoa. He was not one of these guys that would go out and try to catch trophy bass or anything like that. He went out with, hey, I've got to eat mentality. And that's what he did. That's what he did. Um, Bring home a cooler full of brim bluegill. He really liked them stump knockers. Them stump knockers down there in the South Alabama, North Florida swamps. You go in and where the trees would be, the tree roots would be submerged and everything. And had too much slack on my set there. But yeah, he would. That's I. That's how I was raised on fishing. I wasn't raised on, well, let's go catch the biggest of the best, because there's a lot of days if you had that mentality, if you went out there fishing for the biggest fish out there, there's a lot of days you ain't coming back with jack squat. So if you go out there with the mentality of, hey, you know what, I need to eat, then you're going to come home with some fish. Um, Problem is, 20 years ago, well, even more than that, say 25 years ago, almost 30 years ago, Jesus. Uh, we didn't have as much pollution as we do now. People just don't care anymore. You go alongside any lake or riverbed or anything like that, the shore, you're going to find all kinds of just garbage, uh, and it's not that good on the environment. Um, Plastics and crap, it's just the people just don't care. But that and all the pollution in the air and pollution that we put back into the rivers and stuff like that, wastewater. People think whenever they flush their toilet, well, it's out of my life. Well, it actually, people don't realize that, but you're probably drinking recycled water right now. Um, and by recycled, I mean it's been flushed, went to a wastewater treatment facility. They got it as best as they could purified. And I say as best as they could. It's not spot on, as evident by that place up in Michigan, Flint. Uh, I got a little bite going on there. There we go. Um, but it goes back out. Once they get it as pure as they think they can, it goes back out into the river. And nature does its thing to it. And 9 times out of 10, oh, look at him. Heck yeah, dude. Um, 9 times out of 10, a city's inlet for their drinking water in a river is downstream from uh, their outflow. So they're putting this sort of purified water back into the river. It's not really purified, and it's going into the water, and people are drinking it. So you're drinking probably, you know, recycled water. There's a little nibble there. Oh, missed him. Um, oh, get that fish, son. Get that fish, son. But yeah, so there's a lot of pollution. I mean, our uh, our fecal water. It's not good for the environment, but that's the reason why people had outhouses back in the day, or a reason. It's not the reason. It's because people were poor and they didn't have plumbing. Plumbing wasn't a thing back then, but you bury it and blam, there you go. You let the organic matter do its thing uh, in real life in the ground. I'll cast out there, see what I can get. But yeah, man, growing up as a kid, we had lots of stories, lots of fishing stories that I remember. Uh, it's definitely had a good childhood raising up with the fishing. And not just with my dad. I mean, my dad definitely went fishing with him a lot. Um, I've got a story about my grandmother who passed away just a couple of years ago. Um, I call her Mama, and I'm getting kind of personal here, but I'll tell that story at a later time, maybe next time we're fishing. But but yeah, that lots of good memories, lots of fun memories, funny memories of just us fishing. And I'd say just about everybody that's playing this game has probably fished in real life before, if not avid fishermen. The reason why I say that is because this is just like real fishing. This game is just like real fishing. You're out here. It's very boring, but it's also relaxing to me and to the other people that are playing. It's very relaxing because it's you're out here with nature. You're out here with nature. You're doing your thing. See if I can catch anything right in there, and then we'll move on. There's a little pocket right over to the right over there. Let's reel it in. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, right in here. Yep, that's where I wanted to be at, right there. I'm just hung now. There we go. Now she's upright. Trying to get my line somewhat tight. There's a nibble. Oh my lord. That's a good cast. That's a very good cast. Now I just need a fish to bite it to make it a really great cast. Come on now. There it is. There we go. Get your butt over here. Not a big fish. We'll go back right in there. There it is. Oh! Ooh. I don't think anybody's gonna. Alright. I'm gonna put it right where that fish just jumped. But yeah, that's something about fishing, man. Uh, those memories, those definitely stick with you. Um, you remember just about who you were with, the reason why you're out there, or how you got out there, the day itself, the weather, uh, the smell. Um, you remember a lot of the situation when you're fishing. Um, it's very nostalgic, put it that way, nostalgic. I remember me and my dad, we went to this place in Florida. I would guarantee that it's either a parking lot now or subdivision, but there used to be a pond a little ways away from town that we got permission for. This was, man, this was, let's see, I'm 36, about to be 37, so this was probably right at 15 years ago, or excuse me, 25 years ago. Wow, 25 years. Um, but we went out there. Water was crystal clear. It's just a little pond, lots of grass on the bottom. It wasn't like your typical grass. It was a there's a little bump there, little bump. There we go. Um, Man, these shiners, I tell you what, we're gonna try right over in here. But yeah, you could see it was crystal clear. It was like a red grass on the bottom. Very nice, very cool place. Well, there's a little bite. There's a little bite. Nope, missed them. Um, but you could see the bass, and that I remember we used a yellow sparkly worm. It might have been green, and we could, with our glasses on, we could see, 10, 20 feet out in the water, standing from the bank, and you could see it when the the bass would strike at it. It was amazing. I was actually just using a worm with a hook. No, no, it was doing a natural free fall, and just letting it do its thing there. And man, they were just hitting the crap out of it. There's little nibbles right there. A little crappy. So yeah, I need to uh, I need to figure out how. That's where I need to go. I need to get that leader. All right, so we're gonna travel. I hope I got enough. Oh, hope I got enough money to travel. And I got to get a fishing license, I'm sure. So I didn't get any money. Well, yeah, it's only 120. Let's buy a license. Wait, what? There we go. Let's go. That way I can get this dang leader, and then maybe I can start casting out some lures. I remember playing Bassmaster on Nintendo. That's crazy. Okay, so it's like a little lake. The other side. Catch 'em all. What is that? Low pond gives anglers heartwarming. 30 minutes, huh? When does it start? 2 a.m.? What time is it now? So it won't let me fish? Oh, registration opens. Gotcha. Gotcha. Fish species. Okay, so I can do different rooms. Alright. We'll fish this side. I'm sure it's probably the heavily fished side. Looks like you can fish just about anywhere out here. So this is very, very reminiscent of the story that I just told you about the lake uh, and the grass and everything. Let me see if I can just do a empty hand here. So you have this dam looking thing. Nope. Let me turn around here. So this is very similar to what it looked like. Is that a dock? But you know, on the other side of this mound, this hill would be the spillway, and that's where we would have fished at numerous times. Oh yeah. Well, let's just give her a try here. Probably need to go 40 inches maybe. There's nibble. Daggone, man. Yeah, it's very okay. Okay, so I was right on a slope right there where I threw it. See how the bobber's standing up straight? When I reeled it in there, it it started laying flat over. So it had slack in the line, which means the line was hitting the bottom of the pond there. So it was starting to creep up. See how it's laying down right there? So it's getting shallower as we go. So I'm going to bring it back down to 35. Haven't seen any other fisher people here, so could be good, could be bad. There's a nibble. There we go. A common roach. See, I call those shiners. That's what that looks like to me. We're going to try over here by them lily pads. Yep, still a little laying on its side. Throw out here. Maybe it'll be deep enough. Nope. We'll go 28 there. Still laying on its side. There's a nibble. Missed it. Missed them. Very quiet day out here in the Czech Republic. 57 water and air temps. Well, Now it's laying flat. There's a little nibble there. Daggone, man. Well, all right. Do a little recon on this pond here. Little happening place right there. We might catch us a little brim right here. Yeah, for some reason, man, this is some shallow stuff. We'll go to 7. There we go. Oh, come on. Uh, oh. All right. This looks like a decent little spot. You know, I actually probably need to change my bait. That's probably, there's a little bite there. Oh my God. Let's do bread. See what happens. I'm glad they chose to go with the whole grain muffin type of bread. Daggone, that was a nasty. Okay. Yeah, just waiting over here at the Czech Republic, man, I tell you. Some slow fishing. I've caught like one fish, maybe two, maybe two. All right. This looks like a good spot right in here. Let's go to some cheese. See what happens. If anything, because I don't know if it's the cold weather that's got these, or cool weather. 57, that's pretty chilly. I don't know if it's the bait that I'm using. It might be my fishing depth. I bet that's what it is also. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to a 40 inch. And we're going to sling this bastard out there. There we go. Grab a sip of coffee. And it's now cold. But hey, all drinks the same, I suppose. Man, I tell you what. Let's let's look at the shop here. Carp, bluegill, pumpkin seed, roach, Carcius carp, roach. Okay. So pinkies, that looks like a yeah, maggots. Damn, $330 for 25 of them bitches? Jesus. Semolina balls. Bread with honey. What is that gonna do? Crappy gold, common shiner. Oh, I can't buy it. I can buy the dough balls. What about the pearl barley? Why can't I equip that? Where's my home storage? That's what I want to know. Hmm. I'll BRB. I have to pee. Alright. See if I can figure this crap out. Now, Oh, we got some dough balls on one here. Not where I wanted it. There we go. A little better. Let's see if the bait change and the depth change made a difference here. Initial observations is no. Man, I tell you what. We're going to go to a 50 inch. That's going to put it right at 4 feet. Water depth. Four feet of water depth and still not getting any nibbles. We'll go on up to 5 feet. Not where I intended it. This is just insane. Just changed my bait. Little worms. This may be tougher than the dang the Mud River up in Missouri. May have to try the grass. Well, I don't have any. I don't think I have any grasshoppers. See if I can score us in right there, maybe. Tell you what. There's got to be some fish in this damn pond. I don't understand it. We'll try a mayfly. Hell. I wonder why there's nobody here. You know? Probably because there's no fish here. I just need to catch 3 more. I'm not getting any bites at all. That's what's crazy. Okay. We'll go back to. I mean, really, we'll try the doe. Perch, brim, and carp. Say bread should do it. Okay, so cheese is out of the question. That must be bedding in somewhere. Must be bedding in somewhere. Here's a little nibble. Okay, so I got a little nibble right there with a worm. So it is a little deeper on this side. It is a little deeper on this side. So this might be... This might be the way to go over here. Oh yeah. That was a good little bite. Oh. See, the wind's moving northwest, coming out of the northwest, 3.1, so that's what's moving my bobber. There's a bite. Come on. God, they are so finicky. Oh, I missed him. Keep hitting it, buddy. Keep hitting it. Okay. I want to try something a little outlandish. We're going to go 70 flipping inches. Still. Jeez, that is super deep out there. But that's the bottom. So I need to do like right at 68, 65 maybe. Oh! Oh! Okay. There we go. About freaking time. Now I need a perch and a brim. Which none of my bait the worms. No. Perch and a brim. That's what I need. There we go. Got another one. I don't know what it is though. Oh snap. I think it was a perch. There we go. Now I just need a silver brim. Ooh. Crickets. Oh, snap. Did I just get it? Let me go to my shop here. It appears I can buy. You can't. No. Why won't it let me? Oh my God. It still won't let me put the damn. This top quality is conveniently. All right, just gonna get off here for a few.